And you have to let society stop minimizing your work. That's the thing. Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cah-liria. If you're returning, I'm glad to have you back. If you're new here and you like what you see, why not subscribe to me? In today's video, we'll be talking about colorism, how I dealt with being a dark-skinned girl growing up and even still till now. And I'm going to share some of my personal experiences with you guys. So if you're interested in knowing about how I grew up being a dark-skinned kid, like last week or so, my little cousin, she's in the 1st grade. She's darker than me and I'm 19 and she's just 6. Told me that this little girl in her class said that her mom wasn't her mom because of how dark she is and how light her mom is. And it brought back memories of hearing "You're black, it's midnight" or being called dark chocolate, or when the lights go off at school, everyone's like, "Where's Cah-liria? Where's Cah-liria?" First of all, I want to note that obviously I'm not the darkest of dark. But after a particular shade, you're dark in this society, being that everyone's attracted to light-skinned women. Mind you, all of my friends are light-skinned. I have absolutely no problem with light-skinned women. And I'm very comfortable being the dark-skinned girl in the crew because society doesn't define who I am. You know, these two guys went to my school, so obviously we're very familiar with them. And I overheard these two guys compare and contrasting me and my friend. Like I said, my friends are light-skinned and obviously I'm dark. One whispered to the other, "Would you choose such and such over Cah-liria?" And the other one replied, "Cah-liria on a good day." And I'm like, Cah-liria on a good day? Like, I know that came from me. What is that supposed to mean? Like, don't discredit my looks just because I'm a darker complexion than what you like. You can still give credibility where it's due, although a particular person isn't your type. Fine with not being what you're attracted to, but don't try to say on a good day. Like, every day is my good day. What are you talking about? And to make matters worse, it's black men that do the bashing towards black women. Like, colorism is just as bad as racism, honestly, especially more so for black people. It's not easy being black as it is. The last thing we need is men of our own race to discredit and discriminate us just because we're a darker complexion. You cannot control how light or how dark you come out. Like, you can't. Some of the lightest people with the darkest kids, vice versa with some of the darkest people with the lightest kids. You can't control that. You just simply have to love who you are and be comfortable in your skin despite what society thinks. The way I dealt with being comfortable as a darker complected woman is because my mom, she's dark. Mom is dark, so obviously it made me more comfortable knowing that it's more women out there that looks like me. Probably have to endure the negativity and the hate comments that I have to endure. So seeing my mom and the way she carried herself as not only a dark-skinned woman, but a woman as a whole, just made me truly accept who I was because my family didn't treat me no different. So when the world or kids my age discredited me or other girls that look like me, it just confused me because I'm like, my family don't do this, so why are they doing that? And then it just made me realize the girls or even the guys that don't have the family support and love that I had dealing with an issue like so, which is why I'm making this video, because just know that you're not the only dark-skinned person that's dealing with those comments. There's many of us all across the world. I have to think there's Mexicans that are dark complected and there's like Indians that are dark complected, you know. There's other races that deal with this too, which is why I'm trying to be very vocal about it and express my experience to encourage you guys that if you see someone getting picked on because of the way they look or even the way they dress, stand up for them, because if you don't, who will? You know, you don't know what they're dealing with. Aside from that, the last thing they should have to deal with is something that they have absolutely no control over. Like, that's not fair to them. Society owed it to us to stop minimizing our worth. That's the thing. Don't get influenced about what you see on Twitter or what you see on Instagram. Obviously now there's a lot more black women that are being appreciated, which I'm so happy about, but it's still not at the level it deserves to be, because there's some beautiful black women, dark-skinned women at that. There's some beautiful dark-skinned women that don't get the credit they deserve as opposed to a light-skinned girl. I feel like you see the whole colorism thing even in music. Like, you'll see a light-skinned girl getting more acknowledgement opposed to a dark-skinned girl, all because she isn't as attractive as a light-skinned woman. Can't discredit someone just because of what they look like. The worst is hearing that you're pretty for a dark-skinned girl. Really? You think so? Like you're handsome for a fuck boy because there's many of you. You're basically saying that the other women that look like me aren't pretty. Like, I come from a dark-skinned woman. I don't take it lightly. I do not take it lightly. I come from a dark-skinned woman, so I'm like, you're basically trying to discredit me, what I come from, and the young girls and women that look like me. And that's what we're not going to do. High school, I think I was in the 10th or the 11th grade. These guys, it's always the people you know. So these guys that I have for a class, and I've been known one of them forever, like my entire life. And they were like, they would call me like Black Barbie, and then thought I was supposed to take offense to it. I'm like, and they're laughing. It was the corniest thing ever because they're really cracking up like they're supposed to be offending me. So I'm just like, is that a compliment? Like, no. They tried to get me to believe that being called a Black Barbie wasn't a compliment. Really, nigga? Really? Anyways, so yeah, I just felt like this video was long overdue. I hope this video encouraged you to love yourself no matter what you look like, no matter who you are, no matter what society thinks. Love yourself, because I will see you guys in my next video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
I don't have the time to be giving out my time. Haters trying to dim my light, cause they know I'm about to shine. When they say I'm not hot, now you know you niggas lying.